kitty likes the cat jungle or whatever it is that I got her. She was just playing, but now she's listening to something outside. This kid's going by with a little stroller.
Do you see, Casey?
So, I've read on the forums that there could be a loose wire in this ECM of the car that's making the code come up for the heater on the O2 sensor. The ECM's underneath here, so it's the thing with all the wires. Yeah, that thing. Come on down. Okay, here it is here. It's supposed to pull ahead and then slide down. Okay, here we go. See signs that this has been fiddled with before. One is that red line there. There we go. What the back of this looks like. Look, there's a wire that's been chewed into. Oh, there too. It's like rats were under here chewing. But it was a mechanic, unfortunately. I've taken pictures of the placement of these. I'm going to start pulling them out now. So my reason for taking this apart is I'm going to look back here for broken wires. I'm going to test, see if I can find the wire that controls the heater for the O2 sensor. But also, one of the problems with Volvos is the sunroof vent leaks, or the drain leaks, and it leaks on top of this, which causes unheard of problems with the electronics, because you get things wet, just like the yaw sensor on the other side that was flooded. It's a pretty delicate piece of equipment, and if you flood it out, well, guess what? Right like that. So here's the electronic unit. I'm gonna have to open this up in the shop, and I'll take a look for water intrusion. I don't want to find any. Don't rip this when you peel it off. If you don't need to get it all off, don't take it all off. I simply need to separate the two parts up. That's the other part of the board. And this has been potted. That red color there, and this red color back here, or orangey color, is potting. And what that is it's sealed it from water. I'm happy to see this. It's kind of interesting. It looks like they take this whole thing and dip it. You can see the line here. Dip it in the potting, swish it around a little bit, and pull it out. The potting only goes up so high. Well, better than nothing. It doesn't look wet. There's no signs of water in here. So I'm quite happy about that. So this can go back together, and I can get back to trying to figure out the wire problem. It's got to be a wiring problem. Simply a matter of sliding this back in. It locks in. There's a little clip there that unlocks it. And now it's a matter of putting these little things back in. That took all of 3 minutes. So I'm going to check for loose wires behind here. I'm going to check for loose wires in these connectors. Don't know why there's tape on there. It's kind of a mess. Before I close this up, I haven't found any loose wires, but I have that wire that some buddies chewed into and tapped into. I'm going to go find out what that's powering. I found a schematic online, so I'm going to check that now, find out if it's anything really important. Maybe I can move it now if I have to. Part 2 of the diagnosis. I'm looking at this panel. This fuse here, number 4, is the one for the O2 sensors. So I'm going to check it. The fuse is fine, but I'm going to take this this board out and see what things look like underneath. Okay, I just took some pictures of the placement of these plugs. So I'm going to pull these out to open up this box. Silly thing apart, so I'm just gonna put it back together and chase more wires. There shouldn't be anything wrong in here. It doesn't look wet. So let's put this back together. So my next course of action, put that back together. And now I've gone down here and checked out the plug for the O2 sensor. Maybe help clean it out at all. I've wiggled the wires. I can't find anything that's loose. But I did follow the wire loom. It comes up and goes into this. Okay, I'm off now to reset the computer. I've reset it by unplugging it, draining the system. So now I'm going to go for a drive and not let the revs get up over 2500. Still have a code. It's have the P0050 code as well as P0134, which is the O2 sensor not detected or something. I can't remember what the code is. I'll have to look it up when I get home. All the numbers, all the faces. Little girl and I are going to downtown. Heidi's coming too, but she's taking her bike because she's going to go to the school after. This is Ron's corn roast. This is his installation, the art in the pond. The pond's actually part of the installation as well. And that's him cooking. Security's here. You see it? No. It's not his real name, by the way. That's Ron. He's cooking corn. Hi, Jamili.
Hey, how are you?
Good. What are you up
Jasmine?
to? And that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I'll take my husband.
I was going to do a corn mukbang, but I ate it. Ron, when I grew up, we used to cook corn in the campfire in the coals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just lay it on the coal.
Yeah. Well, I'd bury it in the coals a bit.
Yeah, you can bury
Yep.
it. Yeah.
And worked great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you around the village lately. How's your mom?
My mom, I'm there still every Thursday.
Corn, chili powder, limes, and salt. Delicious. Had my second cob. Forgot to do a mukbang. This is the forks of the town. There's the Jute de Ou.
The what? What's it called?
The Jute de Ou. Yeah, we could go do that again.
No, not again. I just like.
You're wearing a dress and flip-flop. Yeah, we do all kinds of fun stuff, that little girl and I. Here. It's a wild one here in the lawn of the art gallery. We just got something to eat.
Yum.
Yum.
Look at that guy's
That's Gandalf.
You know him?
No, I don't know him, but we just went to the gallery, had corn, went to the market, had something else, and a phyllo pastry, some type of meat thing. It was delicious. Got coffee, walked around, played with the sculptures. We just had a lot of fun, didn't we, Jess?
Got the laser for the
Oh
cat.
yes, a new laser toy for the kitty. A wiring diagram. This is it. These are the two front oxygen sensors. That'd be bank 1, this would be bank 2, I think. That's the rear one. Now I've just got to figure out what this means and test some wires. I think I just figured this out. Here's my two sensors. There's the O2 sensor part. That, I think, is the heater. It's marked with a W, so that's the white wire going in. That's pin 4. It comes back out pin 3, which would be the green and brown. The green and brown connect to all the other green and browns and go back to back up here to 11B4. I'll have to figure out what that is. But I now know that I should be able to get 12 volts at pin 4 with the key on. If I don't have 12 volts, I've got a problem elsewhere with power getting to it. Well, I've figured out the O2 sensor problem, I think. I'm closer to it anyways. The ground to the O2 sensor isn't correct. I'm actually getting power at that ground wire. It's supposed to be ground, but it's giving me 3 volts. So there's a short circuit someplace down the line from there. I don't know where. I don't know where to look next. I've asked some questions in one of the Volvo forums, and hopefully I'll get some responses from that. Fun times, fun times. Thanks for watching.